Is it raining? Like, is it raining there normal? Does it normally rain there in January? Is this the rain season?
No, not really. Like most people come here in this time because it is cooler, of course, but it's still sunny most of the time. But while I'm here, it's going to be raining most of the time.
Oh,
Where are you?
I'm in Cancun.
Oh, nice though.
Yeah. Well, it's still nice. It's just, you can't go out and do something because it's going to rain on you.
right. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, a bunch of stuff in the news, folks. The first thing I want to talk about is the. I'm going to go ahead and just mute the cameras or mute the other microphones. The the first thing I want to talk about is the $500 billion infrastructure project that Trump has announced for AI developed vaccines so that they can cure cancer. I want to talk about it because looking into it, I can verify that the model of AI that they are wanting to develop with this $500 billion infrastructure is a computer, basically a supercomputer of taking several processors, like 10 million, and putting them in parallel so that they can work together. So basically, all they're doing is that they're networking a whole pile of computers, 10 million computers, they're networking them so that AI can do all of this wonderful stuff, like analyze all of our biometrics, figure out what drugs we need, prescribe them, so on and so forth. Because, of course, it's the interface, right? The mRNA technology is a technology. In fact, with Moderna, when they released their mRNA technology, their marketing on the website, their marketing said that this was an operating system. That's how it works. The mRNA vaccine that Moderna created, they marketed it as an operating system. And this ties in with one of the major components of the fourth industrial revolution that I brought forward. And I don't like it. I don't like the fact that this is a pillar of the fourth industrial revolution, but synthetic biology is a thing. And in order to make it synthetic, they have to first make it digital. And so the mRNA technology is that messenger technology. It's a messenger mRNA. The M stands for messenger. The mRNA technology transmits data. So when it's inside you, like what people got with the jabs, and now a lot of people are actually getting mRNA technology into their systems simply through the food supply. So this technology is inside their system and it is interfaced with their biology and communicating messenger. It's communicating messages of what's happening to the physiology. And it is that transmission that they are relying on for the data to come in. So all of the physiological data, all of the the biometrics they call it, all of those biometrics being fed to this great big computer, and the great big computer, 10 million GPUs, $500 billion worth, they are all of them working together to come up with a wonderful plan for my health, including all of the vaccines and drugs that I'm going to need to take in order for this physiology to be healthy. Now, there's a big problem with this. Major problem with this, and it's a good problem because it means that it means that this project will fail. The entire schematic for this project is utilizing 2023 AI infrastructure and therefore requires what we call a frontier AI. Now, the frontier AIs, they're categorized by the big techs basically. So all the big tech companies that came out with AIs, like Google with Gemini, Meta has got Llama, and Microsoft with their Open AI has ChatGPT. ChatGPT, Sam Altman, was selected as the AI partner for the language learning model for this project. So the problem that I see here is that they're in a situation. I think they're in a situation where they are scrambling. You see, Biden didn't do anything for AI. He didn't make any kind of comment about it. I mean, technically, I don't think Biden actually could have a conversation more formulated than what flavor of ice cream he had in the morning. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that he would have had anything to do with AI, anyways. But here, Trump gets elected, and within 24 hours, it was 36 hours. 36 hours after being elected, he announced that this massive infrastructure project would take place. Well, folks, they won't be able to complete this job with the infrastructure that they currently have. So the whole bid is based off technology that nobody's working towards to use. In fact, in the AI industry, everybody's working away from that old infrastructure model of having to have tons and tons and tons of GPUs. Like 10 million. They want to put 10 million computers and have them work together to run all the AI for monitoring all of the citizens and their biometrics. They can't do it. This is the part where I'm starting to laugh, because they are selling a product they can't deliver. $500 billion investor money is just pouring in because of how encouraged they are by Trump and his wonderful words of wisdom, and how he's so pro digital currency now too. Investors are pouring in, and this rug pull, and I've been talking about this since we started trading, that this was going to be a bubble and that we would need to have an exit strategy. And that exit strategy is going to be coming into play probably within the next 2-3 months. We're going to be starting our exit. Now, in light of the fact that we are closer to spring now than we were in December, there's some other there's some other timelines that I want to talk about. And that is how I've talked about how AI is going to be the first bubble. And then after that, probably like gaming and real world assets. I'm starting to change my timelines on things. I think that the AI bubble will probably last here for the next 2-3 months. And while the bubble will be over, I don't think the crash will happen yet. I suspect that we're going to see that AI bubble take flight. And then what'll happen is that it'll kind of come down a little bit. Probably that 30. Remember how we had it happen after the election? Boosted the price up. ADA was at $1.80, and then all of a sudden it pulled back like 30-40%. We're going to have a similar situation with this next run, this next phase. A lot of the AI coins and the smaller and the altcoins, smaller market caps, especially in AI, they're going to experience a lot of growth over the next little while. That pullback, when it goes down like 30% or so, that will be where the next bubble comes into play. And there are two thoughts of what's going to happen. One is that it's going to be memes again, and then the second one is that it's going to be games. And I think that, if they were to be separate, they're going to be right on top of each other. They're going to be like right next to each other if they happen separately. I feel they're going to happen at the same time, but we'll see what happens when we get closer to that time. So after that goes up and then has that little 30-40% retracement like we normally see, that's going to be where we want to make sure we have our entries on the next wave. So if that next wave is memes, gaming, RWA, no matter what, we'll know, and we can ride that next wave. And when that happens, we'll probably see all of the altcoins and the AI coins and all these different projects that we're watching. We'll probably see them come back up. So they'll be going down that 30%, 40%, and then they're probably going to come back up. And they may even create another high, even higher than what we did the first time. Now, if we take a look at cycles in the past, there's only been one or maybe two technologies that we've watched. And so on the second rise, when it goes up, comes back down. When it comes back up again in the past, it's only ever just gotten to that all-time high. And I'll show you with some with Bitcoin actually as that last, the big one that really Bitcoin. Here we go. So Bitcoin, normally speaking, does this, right? So you can see here in this last cycle, it went up and then came down. Well, my camera's so small right now, so I'm not able to point at the whole screen. Let me just go quickly. Whoop. There we go. So here we go. This high here, we brought it down. This was like a 30, 40, I think probably 40% drop. Oh yeah, totally. 50%. Went from 80,000 down to 40,000. And then back up to 80,000 again. So this double top is probably what we're going to see. This next run here, I'm thinking that if we take what we've experienced now and we apply it to what's happened in the past, I think we're like in here at this point here, where we had that little rise and then it kind of, it shows here that it just kind of flatlined. We experienced it as a pullback, but that right there is all we've done. Why do I say that? Because this is the previous all-time high. So we're basically there right now. We are sitting at just below all-time highs on virtually all of these assets. And so that's where I think we are right now. We're going to see this occur over the next 2-3 months, okay? And we're going to be watching fast because I'm going to be starting to sell probably in the next couple of months. And it's going to be the big coins that, I'm right now sitting on some of these that are going to 5 to 10x. Well, that's when I'm going to sell because I don't want to be caught down here, right? So this here is the movement we're going to be paying attention to most. And I think it's going to combine two major assets, the altcoins and then AI. Those are the two big ones that I see doing over this next little while. Now, before I go on and actually look at some charts, I wanted to share with you guys something else. Oh, and yeah, obviously that must be Canadian dollars because there's no way. Yeah, that's Canadian. So let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Oh, actually, you know what? I wanted to share with you guys something. I found out what happened in this whole choppiness where it was just like up and down from literally 6 hours apart from each other sometimes. The reason why that happened was the Trump coin. Yeah, the Trump coin. Get this. Trump Official is the name of it. This coin launched on January 17th. And it came up right away, little bit of a pullback, but then on the 19th is when it soared. And in fact, the market cap went up to $21 billion. $21 billion. Right now, it's ranked 25th. Way up here, you can see I've got the ranking right here. It's ranked 25th across all coins. But folks, when it peaked, it was rated 15th. 15th. It was right up here with Hedra, Sui, and Toncoin. It was rated 15th. And who knows? I mean, it could see another injection of life come through. We'll see what happens. But that there is what caused most of the fluctuations in the market, because people were moving their assets around. They're all, I've got, Destra, or I've got Polygon, or whatever else. Oh, but look over there, there's the Trump coin. And so then they would move their money, affecting the prices of every one of their holdings. And that's why we experienced it clear across the board. The peak of the Trump coin, it says here, 25, there it is. So it says here that peak was, let's go right here. Yeah, so it says that the peak was here at $106, right? The market cap says here it was 21 billion. But guess what the fully diluted volume was? That's this number here. That fully diluted volume was 80 billion. 80 billion. Now it's down to 48. And that's simply because so many people pulled out. They made their money and then they walked away from the project. And now it's still sitting, $9 billion market cap. So it's still a lot bigger than even some of the other coins that we're a part of. But there you have it, folks. The official Trump coin, when it got launched on the weekend, it literally stole the liquidity from the rest of the markets. Stole the liquidity from the rest of the markets. So that's why we experienced a lot of price fluctuation there. And of course, there were other things. There's insecurity about what the regulations are right now. And so there's some hesitancy on some of the larger institutional investors. But isn't it interesting that, and I think I commented on this a couple days ago, market analysis, that they're now going to be, remember how we did the ETFs? The ETFs were attached to Bitcoin at the beginning of last year, and then Ethereum a few months later. Well, and basically what they're doing is that they're trading futures on these things. So, what doesn't exist, it's a Ponzi scheme. Well, they're now wanting to do it like to XRP, HBAR. They also want to do it, are you ready? They want to do it to Bonk, which is a meme coin. And they want to do it to Trump, a meme coin. So the fact that these ETFs are coming in from every angle on every one of these assets is another indicator that they want this price to go up. They want this to go up. They need it to go up. And so, that's a little bit of a market update. Unlike some of the market updates that I do, had to go into explaining here, just show you where we're at in the timeline and what happened this week with the markets, because that was quite something. Gonna go ahead now and, any questions about that? Does anybody have any questions about any what I just shared? All right, we're gonna go ahead and analyze the charts now. CFDs on silver. So these are paper contracts at the price of silver. And so we are looking at that as let's just go to the daily chart here. We can see that over the past few weeks, since the end of December, it has not been able to form a new high. It stays underneath this support line, or this resistance line right now. And that's okay. That's what's happening. Gold, on the other hand, is screaming towards that all-time high. So I was wrong on this, and I don't know why. I mean, the only thing is that I recognize there are a lot of people who do not like what's going on with the American economy, because they see, like we were talking about, this $500 billion AI project that Trump approved. People see that and they're like, wait a second, this guy's not actually helping us. He's actually steering us further down this pharmaceutical nonsense, right? And so that is probably what is continuing to bring the price of gold up, because people don't trust the markets. They don't like it. They don't want to get involved in things like AI. Oh, did you know that because of the climate change protocols that the U.S. is now, by executive order, they're no longer following any of the climate change protocols? You know what that means for electric vehicles? Guess what? Guess what Elon Musk is doing to all of his Tesla plants? So, where they manufacture the Tesla cars and trucks, guess what he's doing with them? He's converting them into, wait for it, mRNA manufacturing. He's getting out of the electric vehicle business, the thing that was supposed to save the world, and he's converting the plants into mRNA manufacturing plants. Wow. These are the kinds of things that a lot of people, and I get it. I think that that's what's going on. My outlook on gold is certainly different. Thinking about this more. People are investing in gold because they feel like they've been betrayed by Trump and Elon. And so there's this whole movement of people who were all red MAGA hat, can't wait, who now realize, wait a second, this guy's a globalist. And all he's doing is enriching the businesses that have these AIs. Because it's not like AI is owned by the government, right? No, and even if it was, it would still be created by, the Sam Altmans and the Mark Zuckerbergs and the Elon Musks, right? Because they are the ones with these frontier AIs. So when we see them all coming together to make a whole bunch of money, we feel, especially people who have valued their freedom over the last 4 years, we feel betrayed. And so this is communicating clearly that gold is still something that people really want. So there you have it, going up to the all-time high. Dow Jones also crawling up towards its all-time high. If we go back to the 2-hour chart there, we can see a little bit more detail. In fact, this previous resistance is now where we're at. So I expect it to go up. Global 30 on the crypto. So the top 30 cryptos, my squiggly line really doesn't look that great, does it? I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it. But that's basically what I was thinking is going to happen. We might see a little bit of a push up here, but then coming back down to this support. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's the onboarding has occurred during Trump's coin. While Trump's coin went from basically the $6 no market cap up to that $20 billion market cap, in that time 1 million people onboarded into cryptos. So all of that hard work that you did Denise, to set up your account in NDAX there, it took you like 90 minutes. Well, 1 million people did that while Trump's coin was coming online. So the amount of volume that is going to be coming on board into this is going to be staggering, and I truly believe that we're going to see, Bitcoin is going to go to that 150 mark. I even have a target 2 at 180,000 because I don't think that it will stop at 150. I have 150 at target 1, and then I've got 100 and then 180 for target 2, and it's just because that's what I think is going to happen. We're going to see a major influx. Ethereum still bouncing around and it's doing nothing. I had my little rant about Ethereum yesterday. This one here, I would expect it to continue doing its thing. Right now, it's still in a downward, short-term downward trend. But this high is encouraging because it is higher than this one. So it's just a matter of getting enough support for that next high. And I'd say we're there. I mean, time-wise, chart-wise, it's ready to go. It's just really about whether or not these guys finish what they started. Cardano, showing a lot more promise on its chart, maintaining this position above this pivot line here at the 82-cent mark. So we'll see that. Yeah, we'll see this might come back down and test this area one more time in that 73 zone. So, we might still see another 20% drop before we go up. What I'm doing right now is, it's interesting. I've taken about $1,000 and I'm cycling that back and forth inside my ShakePay. Now, ShakePay is a different broker because it only has Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I like ShakePay because I can use my phone and tap and pay for coffee, or if I go to a grocery store or whatever else, I can tap, and I can even e-transfer out of ShakePay to send money to someone else. But the reason why I do that is because I want to quickly be able to move it from crypto, either Bitcoin or Ethereum, back into Canadian dollars. So as Bitcoin and Ethereum go up and down, I'm swapping those coins for Canadian dollars. And I simply watch. Like right now would be a good time for me to take my Ethereum, not all of it, but maybe half of it, take half of my Ethereum and sell it for Canadian dollars. Why? Because I'm at the top of this channel right now. So the next pattern that we would likely follow, the next price pattern we would likely follow is a drop coming to test this line here. So what I do is that I sometimes, like right now, Ethereum is technically high. Even though it's not high up here, it's high in the price pattern. The price pattern that we have is showing us lower lows. So right now, it's technically high. Take half of the Ethereum, sell it for Canadian dollars, and then when it comes down here, if I haven't spent those Canadian dollars, I'll just buy the Ethereum back again. These are quick little things that I can do day to day. I can just quickly check, oh, I'm high on this right now, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Oh, look, it's low. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And we just make those trades here and there. And what happens is that that little Canadian dollar can actually increase in value, because I can look at what, if I sell it now and then I buy it when it comes down to this next support, I will have sold X, but I will be able to buy 17% more when it's down here with the same Canadian dollars, with the same amount of Canadian dollar. So I can do that quickly with ShakePay. And it's kind of nice because, I've done that in the past, especially when we've had a lot of price fluctuation. And I've made 20, 30% sometimes in 1 week just by watching the price pattern and making sure that my positions are following that pattern. So that's something that I'm doing. Cardano is similar. I don't do it nearly as much with Cardano because I can't move money in and out as quickly as I can with the Bitcoin and the Ethereum on my ShakePay. But still, I watch for things. When things are high, I move things around. And when things are low, I move it around. Another thing that can happen is that you can also take a look at what happens between, say for instance, Cardano and Ethereum. So this is the price chart of Cardano compared to Ethereum. So this provides us with some different data points. And what can happen here is that you can start trading back and forth between Cardano and Ethereum instead of Cardano and Canadian. And right now, you can see that this price is definitely at a new high with a new low. So it's been getting lower, but now we have a new high. So right now it feels to me like this that Cardano is going to go up higher against Ethereum, meaning it's going to perform better than Ethereum over the next little while because it'll go up higher and faster than Ethereum rises. Well, what does that mean for us? It means I'm going to be trading my Ethereum. If I have any extra Ethereum or anything extra coming in, I'm going to put it into ADA and not so much Ethereum. I still have a little bit over there because I like to have that cash available for me, and I trade it back and forth. But with the ADA, I see this and I get excited because I want ADA to outperform Ethereum because I have more ADA than I have Ethereum. So that is another little trick. I'm going to go ahead and keep on going with this. I'm showing a little bit more advanced things today. Solana just created that all-time high a few days ago, and now is hanging out right at the last high. That price right there is hanging out at the last high, not seeming to go down either. So we'll see what happens. Why do I have two mouses on my screen? I have two mouses on my screen for some reason. Weird. Injective token. Beautifully sitting at a great pivot point. Yeah, this is doing great. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. So this is sitting at right now $21.50. I do have a target on this one for 100. I think it's 150. Yep, $150. I do expect this to go that high. Target 2 might be adjusted, but target 1, that's where I'm gonna definitely be selling. Fetch also sitting at a similar price pattern as Injective. Looking to hit that all-time high, which by the way is 179% growth, just going from where we are now to that all-time high. So it's I'm looking forward to that project. And I believe that the Fetch AI, that they're one of the larger alliances in AI, and the partners that are involved have been involved for a long time. They aren't here for, the bubble. If they were here for the bubble, they wouldn't have started developing AI in the 80s. And so I like Fetch because of the teams that are involved. They're not here to create just a bunch of money for themselves and then walk away. They want to see a legacy AI that gets created by the individual, not by the big corporations. They want to provide that infrastructure for individuals to apply in their homes so that there's more decentralization to the governance of the data. That's why I like Fetch. Polygon. This one here is used more in gaming, although there's other utility for it. Right now, it's sitting nice and low, beautifully. It's sitting at 44 cents right now. If we go up to that all-time high again, look at this, 500%. You want to 5x your money nice and easy here going into the gaming bull run, because that's going to be coming after the AI run. Right now, it's a good place to put that money because over the next 4 or 5 months, probably, we're going to see this come back to these all-time highs. Destra, the biggest bag that I'm currently holding in AI, simply because these guys are the providers of infrastructure. I've talked about this analogy lots of times, and I'm going to keep on repeating it. In the gold rush, the people that made the most money were the ones selling the pickaxes and the shovels. Destra, comparatively, is selling the pickaxes and shovels that AI needs to do its work. And so that's why that's why I've got some, a good sizable amount in Destra. 0x0, another asset that I've got quite a bit of. This is another AI project, this one's specifically for privacy. And right now is sitting at 20 cents, ready to go up, and already 160% itself to back to the all-time high. And then beyond. I still expect after it goes up to the all-time high, I still expect it to 5x beyond that. WorldCoin, also nice and low from its all-time high, 400% to get back up there. But this here is a very much shorter term project. It's only been around for just over a year, I think. Yeah, August of 2023. So, 18 months or so. But look at beautifully positioned for the next run. Neural AI, again, newer project, but look at how steady it has been. There hasn't been a pump and dump. That's a good sign. Beam, also shorter term project, higher market cap. The price has actually gone down a bit more. And I think, again, it's just because Beam is in gaming. It's not so much AI. So within the gaming industry, we might still see some of the price action drawing down a bit. PAL, also in the gaming industry. This one's AI. I need to get them sorted. I still haven't done that. Let's do that right now. AI, Beam, FAR, Superverse, Clearpool. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So PAL is still creating newer highs, and I like higher highs and higher lows. So definitely in position. Beam, where was I? Yeah, I was at Beam, I think. Oh no, I was at PAL, but I moved it down here. Yeah, so it's in position. Great spot. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that, this provided some resistance right here, here, and here, and the price is above that, squarely above it, ready for the next movement up. And yes, I think that AI is going to be that next movement up, especially with all of the interest now with the investors, because Trump has said that it's a great idea and they all believe it. So, so far, very low. In fact, I feel like buying some more. This is a gaming coin that I've been a part of for quite some time. I think I bought my first bit in September or something like that. So it's actually down. It looks like it's down about 25-30% from where I purchased. That means it's time to add to the bag. Then that lowers my dollar cost average. Hopefully I can get a dollar cost average around that 0.7 cents. So 7/10 of a cent. Think about that. If it's at 7/10 of a cent, let's see how I do that. 7/10 of a cent, and it goes back to the all-time high of 21 cents. That's a 30x, 29x. Thank you. Yes, I'll take that, please. And that's just going back to the all-time high. My targets are 50 cents and 65 cents. Yeah, 66 cents. The two of those is just insane. Target 1 is 72x. Target 2 is 96x. Will FAR 100x? I don't know, but those are my targets. Either way, I'm gonna start selling basically as soon as I hit that all-time high, because that's good enough. Don't get greedy. Superverse, hanging out, bottom end of this consolidation range. Clearpool, for real-world assets, people who want to have their computers in their homes actually help contribute to the AI. And remember I was talking about the AI infrastructure that Trump is after? It's in this mindset that we got to bring all these GPUs together. It's so old and archaic. I actually am shocked. I shouldn't say that. I know full well that Trump is smart enough to know that that AI project is a flop before it's even started. It's already a flop. I mean, think about it. He's already awarded the kingship to Sam Altman. You didn't even try to have other people compete for that. And the investor community is a different landscape today. Totally different landscape. Because we have this happening. Things like Clearpool. Clearpool is set up specifically for individuals, people in their homes, to get a computer and network that computer on a decentralized platform to help process the information for AI. So now it's people literally getting computers in their homes to contribute that processing power. So instead of having to get 10 million GPUs together and put them all into a great big building and air cool it and all the energy required, Trump is saying that because of AI, they need to double their energy production. Double it. No, you don't. Because things like Clearpool are now a part of reality where we can all be contributors to the processing of AI. So sorry, Sam Altman, we don't need you anymore. You are not crowned king. In fact, what I see is you just been like you're just deceiving people. I think that this is their push to get as much money out of the people that don't know any better. They know we know better, and so we don't fall for these traps. But I think that that's what's going on. I think that they are creating an entire trap, trying to inflate the price, get tons of people involved, and then they're going to pull that rug out, just crash the markets, and just take the money and run. And then they're going to use that money to build what they need to build in order to accomplish what they've promised this one can do. I hope that tracks. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's what I see happening. Because when we've got things like this going on, we don't need 10 million GPUs to be smushed together into one building. We all contribute GPUs for AI to complete its job. That's what the real world asset industry is bringing forward. That's what it's ushering forward. And we're going to be translating that real world asset protocol into other things. It's amazing. It really, truly is. And you know what Trump has to say about AI is actually laughable, because he either knows full well about the rug pull that he's setting up, or he's completely incompetent. Either way, it's not good. It's not a good sign, especially when the entire project is already outdated. Like the technology that he's proposed to use is outdated, and they haven't even started it yet, and it's already outdated. So what in the world are they thinking? I don't know. Audrey, right now, no, I can't hear you. Do you want to do another audio test?
There we go. Now I'm
Yeah.
in the show.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably what it was. I hadn't had you be back to the stage yet.
Yeah, way back I had a question.
Sure.
And I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll remember it in a minute.
Sure, no problem. All right, so the last one to look at here today is SPX 6900. This meme coin is it's really showing a lot of strength in the narratives that are out there. So
I remember it.
You remember it. Go ahead.
It was, have you done a tutorial on the wallet, where you can switch your ADAs back and forth? The one you switch your ADA, what the heck is that wallet called? ShakePay.
Oh, I don't use that for ADA.
No, I mean,
use that for ADA. For Ethereum and Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. ShakePay.
Yeah. Have you done a tutorial on how to do that?
Not the trade itself, no. To sign up for it?
Well, I've got ShakePay, but now I have nothing in there. So how would I get anything in there? And then
you can e-transfer similar to how you would with NDAX. Just make sure that you go and get the right information from ShakePay.
Okay, so then you have to find the right link, and then you add. So can you add Ethereum in there, and then you can add?
Yeah.
Okay, so but can you add, like, take out of your investments and put it into Ethereum, and then put that in there? Like, I mean, you don't have to take more money and put it in there.
Right. Yeah. No, if you wanted to, and this is I do this often, is that probably about once a week or so, when the price of Cardano is good, I sell Cardano and I send it using Change Now Change Now is a decentralized exchange that allows you to swap from one network to another for very low costs. And so I use Change Now, and I send my ADA to them, and they forward it to Ethereum in my ShakePay. That way, I don't have to do all of the swapping and converting myself. I just go to Change Now, takes my ADA, deposits the Ethereum into my ShakePay.
Okay, so connecting Change Now to your ShakePay, is that a whole process in itself?
Nope. It's really quite simple. In fact, I will even do a transaction for you right now. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go like this. All right, so this is Change Now. Change Now is
I can see your screen. There you go. Now.
There we go. Okay, so this is Change Now. I always start with Exchange. That's where you want to go. All these other stuff here, I don't use any of it. I only use the Exchange. So when you're on the Exchange page, it says here, you want to send what? And so then I'll go ahead and just choose some ADA right here. And I'll say 100 because I don't really know if 100 should be fine. So then on the last one here, it's just like when we were doing swaps. You change your currency. So here I go Ethereum. So my 100 ADA is going to translate into 0.0286 blah, blah, blah Ethereum. What's the Ethereum payout wallet address? This is my ShakePay address. And I just realized my phone is being used as the camera, so I can't really demo this. Oh, wait a minute. I can probably sign in here.
Well, that's okay. I think that's pretty much the process, right, Paul? It's just you just have to hit the go button.
Yep, that's exactly right. Once you have everything in place, once it's all good to go, and you've got your Ethereum wallet address, so you're going from ADA into Ethereum, that's the Ethereum wallet. When you click exchange, the next screen says, okay, deposit 100 ADA to this ADA address that they have. And under smart contract, they take the ADA and they send it as Ethereum.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a roundabout way. It's not it's a little bit of a shift because it's another bridge basically, right? Similar to the bridge that go ahead.
Can you put that in the Telegram group?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And I might even, what I might even do today is I've got a meeting here at 8:30. Oh, I got to go have breakfast. They got a meeting at 8:30. After that meeting is done, I'm going to do the video because I need to make a transfer. I'll do the video and record the whole thing so people can see how to use ShakePay. Or not ShakePay, to Change Now.
Yeah, and then it's how you I don't know how to use ShakePay either. So
okay, yeah,
right?
Yeah. Oh well, ShakePay. Yeah, well, I can do some ShakePay stuff on desktop. It's more of a mobile exchange, but I can even record that as well. Yeah,
yeah, it's
I'll make it work.
Like, how do you use ShakePay?
Yeah.
To get around the whole right. Like, I mean, is it like using Coho itself? You know, you just kind of like, do you have a card? Do you have to do it on your mobile? Like, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I'll talk about it. I can do a.
Yeah, I've never used ShakePay. I have it, but I've never used it, and so it would be nice to know how to use it.
Yes.
That way, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm asking. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Good question. Good question. Yeah, I'll make sure I do a video on that. All right. Well, that's it for market analysis today, folks. Oh, we got a comment here. Jagrude, are you talking about coins or stocks right now in regard to AI? Judy, great question. Yeah, great question. Right now, in this particular market analysis, I am analyzing AI coins on blockchain. Stocks, I can definitely analyze stocks as well. It's been a while since I've been in that game simply because I noticed in 2019, 2020, when all of this came down the pipeline, the markets lost a lot of. Well, there was liquidity that they wouldn't report. I'll put it that way. The A lot of the data points that I was using to make my trades, they stopped reporting those data points, specifically around the trading volume that was occurring. And so I stopped. I know that they have since continued reporting that volume. And so I can do analysis on stocks if you want. More than happy to help out however I can. Uh, but yeah, there are AI stocks as well that are very good. In fact, yeah, I wouldn't even mind talking about that. I can prepare a small presentation, pull up some tickers, and we can take a look at that if you want, if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, that's it for today. I gotta get myself some breakfast because I got an 8:30 meeting. So I'll see everybody later.
Thank you, Paul.
You're very welcome. Take care.
Bye. Bye, Judy.